What's up, guys? Welcome to the Casual Horror Fan Channel. Today, we're going to be going through 9 must-watch movies on the premier streaming site that is Tubi. Guys, if you don't have Tubi, it's free and they have awesome movies. Now, there are some annoying commercials. You have to deal with that, but it's free. We pay for Me personally, I pay for Shudder, Peacock, Amazon, Netflix, I think one or two more, and it's annoying. Paramount, it's annoying. And Tubi is truly just the hidden gem. It's free and it has awesome movies. So these are streaming right now. If you haven't seen them or you want to rewatch them, some of these you're going to definitely have seen, but you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe this is streaming on Tubi for free. Go download it or add it to your TV and watch one of them. So let's get into things. We're going to start things off with Silence of the Lambs from 1991, directed by Jonathan Demme, starring Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. A young FBI trainee seeks the help of an imprisoned cannibalistic killer, Hannibal Lecter, to catch another active serial killer. Guys, if for some reason you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, or it's just been a really long time since you've seen Silence of the Lambs, go back and watch it. It is one of the best crime thriller horror movies of all time, certainly of the last 40 years. Absolute much watch. It actually has infinite rewatchability. There's a lot of subtlety to this film. If it's been a while since you've seen it, definitely go back and watch it. And number 2, we have another all-time classic, although not one of my favorite films. It is a film I like. It's The Thing from 1982, directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, and Keith David. Anything with Wilford Brimley is just worth watching, but a research crew in Antarctica discovers a shape-shifting alien that can perfectly imitate anyone it kills. The Thing's awesome. It does tension and hysteria maybe better than any movie ever. It's just an awesome watch. I would say from start to finish, but I actually find the first 20 minutes a little bit boring. So if you've never seen The Thing, wait it out. Get through that first 20 minutes. And then once you kind of get into it and the alien arrives, you'll see why so many people love this movie. And number 3, it's really another classic, although I don't love it as much as other people. Train to Busan from 2016. It's a Korean film directed by Sang Ho-yeon, starring Gong Joo, Jung Yoo-mi, and Kim Soo-on. Passengers on a train to Busan fight to survive as a zombie outbreak spreads through South Korea. Listen, I'm not a big zombie guy. I love this movie. I think it's a very, very good movie. I enjoy it. If you haven't seen Train to Busan, I'm not sure why, because it's amazing. And number 4, we have maybe the most famous film on this list. It is directed by Steven Spielberg from 1975, Jaws, starring Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. A giant great white shark terrorizes a New England beach town, forcing a local sheriff to team up with a marine biologist and a shark hunter. Jaws is still amazing. It was iconic when it came out. It's still iconic. I'll tell you a quick story. Like I thought it'd be a good intro to horror. Like, well, maybe I'll show my kids Jaws, which is a little bit weird in hindsight. Like they're only 8 and 6, and at that time they were 7 and 5. But I was like, well, it's like horror, but it's just like a monster movie, and it's a shark, and like, dude, they couldn't get through the first scene because it's aged so well because you don't see a lot of the shark. A lot of it is mood, lighting, sound. This movie's just amazing. You know that already, though. But if it's been a while, go back and watch it just so you can appreciate it again. Now, quick break, guys. If you're enjoying these picks, please make sure to hit that subscribe and like button. It's a young channel. We're trying to build it out, but we can't do it without you. So if you can't subscribe, hit the like button. But if you really want to be a friend, hit the like and the subscribe so you get notified anytime we upload new videos. All right. Next, we're going to go to a Swedish classic. Directed by Thomas Alfredson, starring Let the Right One In 2008, starring Care Hedebrandt, Lena Leandersson. A lonely, bullied 12-year-old boy in 1980s Sweden forms a bond with a strange girl who moves in next door, who turns out to be a vampire. This movie's heavy, and honestly, on the first watch, I didn't really like it. I had some reservations. On rewatch, I do think it's amazing. I like that it doesn't portray the vampire. I mean, not that there isn't an apologetic for the vampire, but it doesn't make the vampire as sympathetic in this one. And I don't think we should do that in films, generally speaking. I like the grooming aspect of that. This is an ancient entity that's preying on this child. It's only feigning to be a child. I think it's really powerful. It's scary. It's dark. The Swedish setting, that like barren kind of like sort of semi-socialist setting that you find in Sweden is like kind of adds to the gloom of this. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, Let the Right One In from 2008. Another one is a classic that I only watched somewhat recently. It's 1981's An American Werewolf in London, directed by John Landis, starring David Naughton, Griffin Dunne, and Jenny Agutter. Two American backpackers are attacked by a werewolf in the English countryside, with one surviving but slowly transforming himself. You know, people talk a lot about the makeup in this because I think it won the transformation and the makeup. I think it won an award. It won an Academy Award for that. Like, that's really rare in horror. But the movie itself is also just fantastic. I think I love the relationship between the leads, that kind of like budding relationship, or not. I guess it actually is established, and I think it has enough comic relief. It hits really well. It has its moments of scares. It's uncomfortable. It's probably the best werewolf movie ever made. So if that's not enough of a pitch, I don't know what to tell you. It's easily top 2 at the very least. An American Werewolf in London, 1981. Definitely watch it if you haven't. At number 7, we have one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper, starring Marilyn Burns, Alan Danziger, and Paul A. Partain. A group of friends fall prey to a family of cannibalistic killers, including the chainsaw-wielding Leatherface, after their van breaks down in rural Texas. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is aged like a fine wine. It's still amazing. It's still scary. It's oppressive. It's slimy. It's gross. It's everything you would associate with Leatherface and his family. It's low budget, and I actually think that adds to the film. Like, they literally were sweating to death in the Texas heat, and you can actually feel it. I love that there isn't a lot of gore, but it's still so horrifying and over the top. Leatherface is such an iconic character. Obviously, you've seen this one, but maybe watch it again just so you can appreciate how good it is over 50 years later. Next up, we have Split from 2016, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, starring James McAvoy, Anna Taylor-Joy, and Betty Buckley. A man with dissociative identity disorder kidnaps 3 teenage girls with one of his 23 personalities, threatening to unleash something far more dangerous. Split doesn't get enough love. And I think because when it came out, M. Night was in the doldrums. Like, he had not done a good film in, 10 years. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong about that, but like 10 years since he had even a good film, and really he hadn't done something iconic since I can't remember the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. Split. James McAvoy is perfect in this. I think he does such a wonderful job with the 23 personalities. I love Betty Buckley, the relationship with him and James McAvoy. Anya Taylor-Joy, this is like her, at least for me, this was like the first time seeing her in an important role, and she's fantastic. It's an amazing movie, and honestly, I like the trilogy. I like all 3 of them, but start here if you haven't seen it yet. And if it's been a while, go back and watch it, because Split is fantastic. Also, this was before the superhero craze, and it just worked so well. Watch Split 2016. At number 9, we have Hereditary from 2018, directed by Ari Aster, starring Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, and Millie Shapiro. A family unravels after the death of their secretive grandmother exposes dark, disturbing truths about their bloodline. Hereditary is one of the greatest movies ever made. It is heavy, it's dark, it's atmospheric, and at the end, the crescendo will just blow you away. It's terrifying, and it sticks with you for a long time. Probably an uncomfortable long time, but I think that speaks to the quality of the movie. A lot of people trash this. A lot of people love it, and I think a lot of it is more reactionary. It's not deserved. It's not deserved. Hereditary, absolutely fantastic. Toni Collette probably should have won an Academy Award for it. Of course she didn't. Anyway, guys, that's my list for 9 must-watch movies on Tubi. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else we should be watching on Tubi, and I'll see you on the next one.